All right, hi. My name is Justin Simonds. I'm from Hewlett-Packard, Master Technologist in the Nonstop Division. And my talk is going to be on M2M, or sensor data, the Internet of Things, and the problem we're solving is ensuring presence, which will make more sense as we go through it. It's probably the big green one. Okay. So I thought I'd start at sort of the micro level here. For anybody in the United States, you're probably familiar with this character here, which is Flo. A lot of commercials on Progressive Insurance, this, that, and the other thing. What Flo's holding here is a snapshot. You can plug this into your car, and it monitors how well you drive, or according to Progressive, how well you drive. And you can get reduced insurance rates depending on the output of this sensor. Another sort of quick example of this is something called Glow Top here, or Pill Glow, I think. And this is if you've got elderly parents or people that are taking medication, whatnot, this is a pill top that actually, when you take it off and take your medication, it turns off until your next dosage. So for people that sometimes have a hard time remembering whether they've taken their medication or not, this is sort of the perfect answer. Also, this information can be transmitted if you want to monitor your parents and see if they've in fact taken their medication this morning. It's internet available, so some good stuff. So what is machine sensor data? As we say here, readings, they're basically measurements that are taken and generated at regular intervals. And if we read Gartner or Forrester or IDC or anybody, this is a huge, huge, exciting area that's coming out. Almost every vertical and every business should be affected by this technology. And as we look at it, sort of now if we look at the macro level here, some of the information that HP Labs is looking at, we're thinking by 2030 there will be over 1 trillion sensors worldwide. So that's 150 sensors for every person on the planet. So quite a bit of information that's going to be streaming at us at quite ghastly rates. From IDC here, they're projecting by 2020, 40 zettabytes of information will be generated. Of that, 40% will be machine generated. So these sensors are going to be a dominant player in terms of generating this information. So something that needs to be considered. So now our problem statement. So we've got devices that are out there, companies that have written applications that control or monitor sensors, sensors that may be alerting us and want a decision from us for something that's occurred, right? And the problem is we have a lot of weak links in the chain. The sensors themselves, sometimes sensors aren't on all the time. They may be battery operated. They may report their statistics on just regular intervals from time to time. They're not up all the time. You may have an application that's trying to get to a sensor that's off your smart device. Your smart device is down, turned off, out of service. Maybe the weakest link in the chain is the human being themselves. You don't want to be disturbed. You've got something going. You're unavailable. So you've got these sort of three areas of unavailability. So how do we address that? The idea is to create sort of a web presence, or what HP Labs has come up with was what we call a cloud assistant. That the cloud assistant can be the representation of this sensor in some cases, this application in other instances, or maybe even the human being in another place. So it's a representative. In the sensor case, it's gotten the last bit of sensor information that's been sent out. So if you want to know what was on that sensor, this is the latest information. If you want to send a command to that sensor, this cloud assistant can basically queue it up for you and do stand-in processing. So that's the idea behind the cloud assistance framework. And I would suggest that you go to these two websites. It is open source. HP's put it out there. There's a lot of documentation on how to set up cloud assistance. So that's it. Thank you very much.